Hi everyone, welcome to today's men's basketball press conference. We're really excited to have you all here and to celebrate this great day for our men's basketball program. So we're going to get things started today with our president, Dr. Tim Downs.
Thank you, Ashley. I'm just finishing my third year at Northern State University. And when I came to interview, people talked about a lot of assets that we have, assets in great faculty, great facilities, the fine arts, and then they circled around and mentioned basketball. I said, oh, okay. So you really can't understand it until you go to your first game. So I went to my first game and I looked out there and there was probably 4,000 people. I said, oh, that's what they meant. So we have 11 years straight the record of attendance for both men's and women's basketball nationally. And that's thanks to the northern community, the Aberdeen community, people in the region, alumni, just people that love basketball. So the tradition continues, and it will continue for many years to come. You look in the audience who's here, all of you are strident supporters of Northern and Northern basketball. Somewhere in the audience, I'm not picking him out right now, is Coach Bob Olson. We should recognize Bob. So this tradition of excellence in basketball started a long time ago. And there's a series of coaches both on the men's and women's side that have distinguished themselves as leaders of young men and women, student athletes, and making sure they're ready to go out in the world. But while they're here, they compete like none other. And it's a point of pride. So we're really pleased, and I'll introduce Josh Moon, our athletic director, to come up and introduce our next coach. But I can guarantee you we've hired an outstanding coach who will continue with the legacy of outstanding basketball at Northern State University. Thank you all for being here.
Welcome, everybody. What a great day to be a Wolf. Thank you so much for attending. What an awesome crowd. This speaks to the tradition that is Northern basketball. As you know, this is a very special place. Basketball here has a tradition like no other, a tradition of excellence. And standing here outside of Walks Arena right behind me here, Don Meyer Court, we got Coach Olson here, the Sather family's here, minus Paul. We love you, Paul, up north. I know it's windy up there. But we are introducing our sixth basketball coach since 1946. Think about that. It's just amazing to think about the legacy that these men have led here and the tradition we have today. A few thank yous. I'd like to thank Paul Sather. Paul built this program from the right way and elevated our program to the top of the NSIC and to the top levels of the country. So thank you, Paul. We wish you and your wonderful family all the best at UND. Zach Horseman and Jamie Stevens have been awesome through this process. They are wonderful, wonderful men and wonderful coaches. I know our student athletes think the world of them, so thank you guys for your professionalism and your hard work for NSU. President Downs, thank you for your leadership and trust in our process to find the right leader for this program, and thank you for your continued unwavering support for our student athletes. And the team, we got the team here in the second row. Thank you for your trust in us. We met a couple times in the past week here, and students today aren't very patient, which is okay. I'm not very patient as well. It's a growth area for me. But I know holding back on Twitter was tough. We met Sunday and kind of let the secret out. I think maybe it was the worst kept secret in Aberdeen here for a while. But this group is special. They've got their eyes set on a very special 2019-20 season. They're excited to get after it and to keep moving forward. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So this wasn't a normal search. Timing is everything for where we're at in the year right now. We needed to move fast for these guys here. We have our 2019 recruits coming in right now. We have one here from the state of Montana. And our 2020 recruits are making the decisions right now. So we needed to go fast, be thorough, and bring the right leader in for Wolves basketball. We had a lot of interest from across the country. I think it's a testament to what this program is, and from D1 assistants to D1 head coaches, or D1 head coaches, D2 coaches, really at all levels in college basketball, I had interest in the position. What I heard a lot from folks, again, a lot of calls this week. common quote was, I wouldn't leave my current job unless it was a special place, and NSU is that place. I heard that a lot from people. So again, that validates the tradition we have here and the perception that people at the national level think about Northern. So credit to this community and, again, what we're doing here at Northern. So what we are looking for, someone who understood and respects the rich tradition of excellence that is NSU basketball. Someone who can embrace a relationship with the community and key stakeholders. It is critical here that this person be able to get out in the community, build relationships, and this is going to be one of Saul's great strengths. Recruit and retain high-quality young men. You know, this group right here, the last 2 years have had above a 3.5 GPA. Let's give a round of applause to their efforts in the classroom. That's awesome. And then community service. Again, that goes hand in hand with Northern and Northern Athletics, giving back to the community. And you want guys that you want to hire at your businesses. And we've had that in the last year, 4 or 5 guys stay in Aberdeen that have ended up working here and positive role models for our youth in this community. And then someone who can continue to build in a rich tradition here that, again, with 5 coaches in the last 70 years, our goal here is to win national championships. That's what the goal is, and we believe we have the right coach in place to help us get to that goal. So let's learn more about Saul Phillips. Saul has spent 20-plus years in college basketball as a coach. He's been an assistant at Wayne State, worked for Greg McDermott there. He's been at Lake Superior State, UW-Milwaukee, and UW-Madison with Bo Ryan. And he's also an assistant under the pride of Dolan, South Dakota, Tim Miles. So I don't know if the Tim Miles recommendation is a good thing or not, but he spent some good time with Tim up at North Dakota State. Last 12 years, he spent as a head coach at North Dakota State University and Ohio University, where he achieved 215 wins. He had 5 20-plus win seasons as a head coach and 2 NCAA tournament appearances in 2009 and 2014. He's the only coach in the Summit League in the last 20 years to win a second-round NCAA tournament game when the Bison beat Oklahoma in overtime to who was a 5 seed, again, back in 2014. So he knows how to win. He's won at the highest levels. He's a 2-time Summit League Coach of the Year. He's a captain of the 1995 undefeated UW-Platteville National Championship team under Bo Ryan. And Saul, most importantly, Saul is a diehard Packers fan. So that is one of the strengths. I think for Paul, that was his one weakness, was his unwavering support for the Vikings. So we balance things out here a little bit with the hiring of Coach Phillips. Sorry, Paul, we love you, but go Pack, go. And the real bonus here is when you get to meet Saul's family. I think you're going to fall in love with this amazing family. Saul is okay, but his wife Nicole and their children Jordan, Charlie, and Ben are just awesome people. So welcome to Wolves Country. So let's get loud and crazy here. Let's please help me welcome the 22nd head men's basketball coach in Northern State University history, Mr. Saul Phillips.
I think it feels good. Thank you. Wow. When they were setting up in here, the first thing I said to the people who were setting up is I hope we have a lot of fans because I don't have this many friends. That's terrific to see you all here. This is great. First of all, Josh and President Downs, thank you very much. This has been an exciting process, a professional process, and a process that has been much appreciated by me and my family. We'll get into the shoes that I have to fill later on, but I do know this, that I want to win for you two as well. And you put a lot of trust in me, in my family, and we're going to produce for you. I can promise you that. Secondly, Zach Horseman, Jamie Stevens. Listen, you guys have done an unbelievable job of in a difficult time. I've been through that as an assistant. It is not an easy process, and the situation that I walked into from the second I set foot in this building has been stable, professional, and is, I guess the best I can say it is non-chaotic as you could ever hope for. You guys have done unbelievable work. I mean that. Great job. Thank you very much. Players in the team, listen, we're in a world where transfers happen like that. Things happen. Kids look for a different option right away. You guys have stuck together and come together in a way that makes me want to coach you so bad. I wish we could get to October right now. Okay? This is a special group, and there's a reason they've won. There's a couple reasons they've won. A, they're good basketball players. B, they're really close. And they are truly for this university and for each other. And that can't be faked, especially during times of transition like this. Guys, unbelievable. We're going to do some special things together. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being you. This is going to be fun. Finally, my family, stand up. Stand up, stand up. I didn't get the chance to see the Sathers when they walked in here, but being a Coach Olson's wife, people that have been a coach's wife, they get it. People that have been coach's kids, they get it. It's been a journey for us, and throughout it, every step of the way, the one thing I knew that would stay constant was I'd have these four wonderful people with me, and that is special, and it gives me the strength to go ahead and do whatever comes next. Thank you so much. I love you very much. The tradition kind of hits you over the head as soon as you walk in the building. You got a marble bust of one of your predecessors there staring you in the face every time you walk in. Yeah, there's some tradition. Swisher, Walks, Olson, Meyer, and what Paul has done here, Sather. You look at those names, there's some really big shoes to fill here, and there's no question about that. I probably know a little bit more about Northern State than any of you could imagine right now. I was a GA at Wayne State when I was working for Greg McDermott as a GA, and Bob Olson storming the sidelines here in his sweater. I liked the sweater look, by the way. It saves all kinds of money on dry cleaning. Good move, Bob. And Klein was hitting threes all over the place. School's all-time leading scorer, just putting it on us. And looked around and said, this is a program. These guys are good. Flash forward, I'm at North Dakota State as an assistant, Tim Miles. Don Meyer was good enough to play us 3 times in our transition to Division I year. Came up here, played. They came back down to our place and played. We played them in a tournament at Southwest State. And again, really struck by how the team played, how disciplined they were, and thought to myself, wow, this is a program. When Paul Sather took a GA job at Wayne State, I was the outgoing GA at Wayne State. I walked him around the building in Rice Auditorium in Wayne, Nebraska. We became friends. I talked to him just last night. We became friends and commented to him that during the process of watching film of this current team, I thought to myself, wow, that's a program. Listen, Northern State has been a program long before I thought about even being a coach, and it'll be a great program long after I move on. But the bottom line is, this place is special. Let's talk about some of the ways it's special. We talked about the legacy. Let's talk about fan base. Huh? Engaged? Yeah, we only lead we do it better than anybody in the nation in Division II. And we do it better than a ton of Division Is. The fan base is unbelievable, unparalleled. The campus itself, a $55 million capital campaign. Look at the construction. A campus with construction on it is a healthy campus. We are doing things here that nobody else, none of our peers are able to do. That's exciting. We've got dynamic leadership. I'm talking to the president, I'm talking to the athletic director, and I'm excited for us. They've got me. They're aggressive. Higher education can be a very, very, very static world. We are a dynamic institution with dynamic leadership. That's an exciting place to be. We are moving forward. That's an exciting place to be. Facilities. This place is unbelievable. The offices, the arena itself, the locker rooms. We can sell this. We absolutely can sell this. So many special things going on. Can we compete for championships here? Yeah, I think that's kind of been done. In fact, it's been done a couple years in a row and for years and years and years before that. The winner of this league, can they win a national championship? Yep. Doesn't take me much to get fired up about this place, but when you keep piling it on, I just want to get started right now. I have been given the challenge of pushing the legacy forward. I have been given the challenge of making sure this place continues to grow and continues to be one of the most special basketball programs in America. That's fun. That's something that'll get me out of bed in the morning. That's something that'll make me work late at night. And that's something that'll make me spend all day long thinking about it. I promise you this. Players, I'm going to teach you. We're going to work hard every day to get better. I like smart kids, and I tell you what, here in your team GPA, you're smarter than your coach, just so you know right now. Although I will say this, any school that gives Tim Miles a degree in anything, no, I'm kidding. Tim's watching right now. He just swore at me on the. Anyway, you're a smart group. I like smart players. I've coached players smarter than me my whole life, and it's turned out really, really well. I'm going to coach you hard, but I'm going to teach you. I really believe in player development. I believe in watching kids get better incrementally, day after day after day. And when the dust settles and it's all done, let's see how far we got. Not talking about it, not telling everybody how hard we're working, but just putting in the work. And when it's done, you are where you are. And the results will not lie. You've either done your job or you have not done your job. Coaching is a wonderful thing that way. Can you imagine if doctors had wins and loss records? Right? That'd be change the game a little bit in the medical profession, right? I know every day when I wake up whether I won the day before or lost the day before. And that's a wonderful thing. And after a loss, sometimes it's a horrible thing. But you always have the next one to get ready for. And we're going to continue to answer the bell day after day, week after week, season after season. Just like Northern State coaches have done before I came here and like they will after I'm gone. This was a really easy decision for me. This is a great place to be. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to put down roots. I'm excited to watch my kids graduate from high school in Aberdeen. This is our home, and we're excited about it. I want to push this forward. I want to respect what came before me. I want you to know that I will never make myself bigger than this program because one person can't be. It can't be. There's been too much done here before me to get wrapped up in myself. I just want to move it forward. I want to leave it better than I found it, and that is a heck of a challenge at a place as special as this. I'd like to open it up to any questions if anybody has anything to ask. Come on. I've known you forever. You got to have some to ask. Like, what have you been up to?
How's the golf game?
My golf game is terrible, and I'll put that on full display for everyone to see as soon as I possibly can.
But it's still better than Miles, right?
My golf game is way better than Miles, but that is not saying much. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and look forward to getting to know all of you. Thank you.
We're going to take some questions up here from the media. If you guys want to come up, and Dr. Downs, myself, Coach Phillips will be available. So thank you, everybody, for attending today. Go Wolves!